Hello and welcome to Sangoma Society. My name is Uhani Wagamakwakwa Makhosi Unomabutho Emsamo, and this is Sangoma Society, where we demystify all things pertaining to the ancestral. Today we have a special topic. Everybody's been asking about this on social media, and I guess it's just that time of the year. Everybody wants to get off to a clean start, so we're all cleansing, we're all, wanting to just get in alignment, get in order, and the one thing that seems to be a universal challenge is ukuphalaza, purging. Now, it just so happens to be one of my favorite things to do. It is unmatched in how effective it is as something that can cleanse and balance, and not just cleanse on the physical level, but also just interdimensional work that can happen once you bring different kinds of medicines into it. It is, yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a huge, huge fan. I know there's some clients who are watching this and they're like, oh my God, I know. But I also rate myself to be a really good coach in how to phalaza, because personally, I hadn't encountered ukuphalaza until I began in Dwaso, and then I had to do it every single day. And I was just like, how am I going to get this right? So over the course of my initiation, which was a very long time, I, tried different approaches to see what was most effective and where, the release would pull from, depending on where I was prodding from. And I've come to this method that I rate to be the it. Okay, it doesn't cause any irritation to the throat, and really, really helps your body to push from, as low in your stomach as you're able to push down into. Now, before we get into those practical steps, I just want to touch on the whys, because I know my first thought when I was told ukuthi kwamele ngiphalaze was, oh my God, I really don't want to develop an eating disorder. Do you know? Because I come from a background where eating disorders were rife. Bulimia was rife, anorexia was rife. I saw that a lot. I, had very, very deep struggles myself as a teenager. Unfortunately, I got the help I needed in time that certain wires in my brain weren't, hardwired into those disorders for life, because I know that if you encounter an eating disorder at one point in your life, it's very easy to carry it for the rest of your life. So I'm very sensitive to those who would be triggered by that. So please understand, this is got nothing to do with dieting, nothing to do with controlling eating habits or weight or anything like that at all. Ukuphalaza and purging, Gabha, these words all mean the same thing. That is purely based on the practice of regulating the gallbladder. Now, this is where basically Ayurveda and African medicine overlap, interconnect, agree, have that synchronicity. The gallbladder is the life force of the body. Hence, we use the same gallbladder when we do ceremonies in the African context. Now, when the gallbladder is not regulated, there can be all kinds of different things that happen in the body. overproduction of mucus, overproduction of bile, and these things affect you. They affect your health, they affect your body's ability to metabolize, they affect your body's ability to heal, they affect your health and immune balance. Hence, the practice of ukuphalaza, Gabha, and purging was developed. And I mean, across different continents. Same practice. For one reason, it works. Okay, so now that we kind of understand the why, let's get into a little bit of the how. And the how, I'm going to start with the when, because many people don't realize that you can't do this after you've eaten. No, guys, that's totally wrong. You're not going to get any of the effect of what you're going for. You don't eat anything at all before ukuphalaza. So this is something you do very early in the morning. The night before, you should have eaten latest at about 7 p.m., giving your body all the time it needs to digest. If you have a very slow metabolism, then give it a 7 to 7 window. Do you understand? And then when you wake up in the morning, then you can engage with this practice. It's not something that you can do any later than, I would say, 10 a.m. in the morning, simply because your body clock then has begun to raise the bile into your stomach so that you are able to digest whatever it is you'll be eating. Basically, if you're doing this at an ideal time of between 3 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. in that window, you've got the ideal window wherein your body's natural clock is not yet digesting, your bile hasn't risen. So any bile which you would encounter in your stomach is actually excess bile, not bile that is there because it's ready to digest. So now we get into the practical elements. How do we do this? First of all, you're going to need some warm water. If you're an initiated healer and you know the drill and whatnot, please don't mind the whats of this. We'll get to the how, okay? But the whats, you're going to need some warm water, about 3 liters of it. The average ice bucket that you get at a home decor store, grocery store, places like that, that's about the size of the thing. I think this is a bit more than 3 liters, but it's pretty ideal for what you're going to need, okay? So this is about the amount of warm water that you're going to use, and then you can use either salt, about a spoon of salt to not ordinary salt, but coarse sea salt or coarse mountain salt in a bucket that size. You can also use various teas, herbs, blended medicines for this purpose. If you're interested in blended medicines that we use effectively for regular cleansing, please check on the Sangoma Society website in the dispensary. Okay, now you've got your mixture that you're going to be using for ukuphalaza. How do we move forward from here? It's daunting, right? Oh my God, a whole gallon to drink down? What the hell? Am I gonna bring it back up? What's gonna happen? Oh my God, Makhosi, it's so much. Okay, I hear you guys, but it's really not that much. The first half of that bucket will really only hit somewhere in the middle of your stomach. Once you get to the bottom of it, you'll actually feel how it's hitting the bottom of your stomach. So, most effective approach to ukuphalaza is that start by speaking to your medicine, whether you're using salt or you're using a tea or you're using ash or you're using medicine that has been dispensed to you or herbs that you've bought at a herbalist, whatever it is, strain it, bring it into the mixture, mix it in. As always, take your right hand, get in there and speak to your medicine. Speak to your medicine. Call on your ancestors. Tell them what it is that you want to do with this medicine, what you want it to effect in your body. Stir, mix. Do you understand? Now, once you've charged that medicine, the only choice it has when it encounters anything that shouldn't be in your body, whether it be something cursed or something just physiological, it will want to bring it back up. Now, if you've been waking up nauseous and you're not pregnant or you are pregnant, you know how that is. Sometimes it just wants to come out. It's just ready to come out. When you charge the medicine with your intentions and then you drink it in, it really just wants to come back up. It's not going to stay in there. Now, you're going to have to drink this quick, fast, with intention. My advice is get in as much as you can. You can see how petite I am. I'm 55 kgs, 110 pounds. Honestly, I drink that. I drink half of this, first half, then second half. That's how I go. Because I want to get done with the process and get to the results, which are the best part. So get as much of the medicine in as possible. Drink it down. Don't sip. Don't just sit there, taking breaks, all of this. The more you drink, you might not even have to do anything else. Your body will automatically release it. As I said, once you've charged the medicine, once it hits the thing that it's working to purge out of your system, it's just going to come back up. Once it hits that mucus, it's just going to come back up. So sometimes if you're a novice to the game, you might not be able to get to like half the bucket. You might only go like a quarter of the bucket and then it comes back up. And then don't wait and like, oh my God, I have to catch my breath. No, just keep going, keep drinking, and it'll come back up. Now you say, okay, there's some special cases. I drink the whole bucket, nothing comes back. What then? Or I drank and I didn't even get halfway, but my stomach is full. Is your stomach really full? Drink some more. Anyway, I drank and I drank, but nothing came back up. And now I'm halfway down the bucket. What do I do then? This is my magic solution. You do not actually go into the back of your throat and kick around in there hurting yourself, okay? You actually just hitting the base of your tongue at the back of your mouth and going in a clockwise motion and putting some pressure in that area. So if this is your tongue and that's your throat over there, you're going into the base of your tongue, clockwise direction, and trust me, it is going to pull back up, but put some pressure on there and trust me, you will see a result. That's a gag reflex that's going to pull from the base of your stomach and give you the results that you're looking for. Okay? If you need to hear that again, replay it. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Sangoma Society. If it's your first time here, please go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if this was helpful for you. If there's a question about ukuphalaza that I haven't touched on, please pop it down in the comment section below. But if your question is straying a little bit longer than, say, 2 sentences, if you've been eating in your sleep, situations like that, what you probably need is a consultation. And for that, the bookings link will be in the description below. Thank you so much. Makhosi unomabuto emsamo. I'm Honey Tell a Story on all social media platforms. And this is Sangoma Society. Makhosi.